For many people getting into Roman coins, late Roman bronzes are some of the most accessible and collectible coins out there. These little guys here have some really diverse designs, they were struck in different mints, and had some wildly different styles. But today I've brought you something a little different. In the late Roman Empire, between the very valuable Solidus and its fractions and the very low value bronze coins in all its different sizes and denominations, we had a small number of fine silver coins struck, and here we have one. This is a Siliqua. The Siliqua was originally instituted by Constantine as a direct descendant to the Argenteus, another fine silver coin instituted by Diocletian some decades before. The idea of the Siliqua was to be a bridge between the Solidus and the myriad of bronze coins. There was just a little bit too much of a gap in value between them, so a relation between silver and gold had to be established. So this relation of value between the gold Solidus and the Siliqua is what gave the coin its name. The weight of a Solidus was divided into 24 fractions. Each fraction had the weight of a carob seed. Why a carob seed? It turns out these seeds have surprisingly uniform weight, all of them of around 0.2 modern day grams. So you get 24 carob seeds and you have 4.8 grams, the weight of a full Solidus, although of course back then the Romans didn't know what a gram was. And since we're talking about the carob seed, that's where the word carat came from. If you ever wonder why pure gold is called 24 karat gold, and why such an arbitrary number was chosen, 24, there's absolutely nothing arbitrary here. We're just using some good old Roman weight standards up to our modern day. So in Old Latin, a carob seed was called a Siliqua. So a silver denomination was created to represent the equivalent weight in gold of a carob seed. Therefore, the silver Siliqua coin is the equivalent of 0.2 grams, or the weight of a carob seed in gold. So now, since we haven't established the link between the weight in gold and the actual coin in silver, let's take a look at our coin here. This is an example from Constantine's son, Constantius II, struck between 355 and 361 at Sirmium on modern-day Serbia. As we can see, it is strikingly similar to any other bronze coin, but obviously it's in fine silver. On the obverse, we see the bust of Constantius II with the imperial jewel diadem. He's wearing a cuirass under some drapery, and the legends read, Dominus Noster Constantius Pius Felix Augustus. And once we head to the reverse, we have the laurel wreath, and inside it, an inscription with a series of Roman numerals. In Latin, these read, Votis tricenalibus multis quadracenalibus, which translates roughly to, here are my vows for 30 years of service, and my future vows for 40 years of service. This kind of votive reverse is very common on coins throughout the entire late imperial period, as emperors used the argument of years of service to the Roman people as an argument to their legitimacy. And on the exergue, under the wreath, we have a mint mark indicating this coin was struck in Sirmium on modern-day Serbia. Now, you must be wondering what the Siliqua was typically used for. You see, the place this piece in particular was minted, Sirmium, tells a lot about what this coin was minted for. Sirmium was a frontier city, right next to the Danube frontier, and a highly militarized region, so there's a good probability this coin was used as payment for troops stationed close to the border. Now, being a soldier, particularly in the late Roman Empire, was a very dangerous task, so you were not going to risk your life and defend the frontier for bronze coins. You are going to ask for good, solid silver. Because you see, during the late Roman Empire, the bronze coins had some testimonial value of silver in them, between 5% to no silver at all, depending on the denomination. This gave them at least the illusion of some value, but bronze was very prone to devaluations. over the entire 4th century, bronze coinage suffered re-evaluations, drops on weight, reforms that reduced its silver content, and it was all to fill the public coffers to pay for the armies and the inflated imperial bureaucracy. Silver also suffered decreases in its weight, but these were much less dramatic than the devaluation on bronze, and this is due to the fact that these were used a lot to pay for soldiers, which I just mentioned, and as well for public servants and for the payment of taxes. You generally had to trade your bronze pieces for good silver or gold coin to pay anything to the imperial administration. They did not accept the bronze coins, because they knew these coins they were issuing were devalued. Of course, the conversion from bronze back to precious metals resulted in a premium having to be paid, which in turn contributed to the impoverishment of Roman workers. This is why figuring out 24 of these made a Solidus is so straightforward, but knowing the real relation between a Siliqua and bronze coins is very hard. The bronze coins were devalued and re-tariffed so rapidly that making a relation, looking at historical documents and coming up with a relation between bronze and silver is actually very complicated. This meant that the Siliqua was very respected. It was made in good silver, that is why it was actually hoarded quite a lot. A lot of late Roman treasures have quite a lot of Siliquas. One of the most famous ones is the Hoxne hoard, discovered in England, which had an astonishing 14,000 Siliqua. It was actually a very important coin for the very early Dark Ages, after the fall of Rome. So this Hoxne hoard, it is estimated that the burial date is after the withdrawal of the imperial troops from Britain, showing that once the influx of coins stopped, these must have taken a key position in the economy of post-Roman Britain. No more could a central administration enforce the value of lower value coins, but silver will always be silver, it will always be valued, so everyone just kept these coins and tried to hoard them as much as possible because they were respectable coins. So there you have it. The Siliqua is a lovely little piece of history. Is a natural upgrade from the late Roman bronzes so many people have in their collections, and their art tends to be of slightly better quality. I mean, I love this example I just got, and it has some really nice lessons to teach us about Roman economic history, particularly so in the late Roman Empire, when the average Roman was being impoverished by the government. Do you have some late Roman silver? Have you ever considered getting some? Let us know in the comment section down below. And please, leave a like and consider subscribing if you did. I hope you all have a great day, happy collecting, and I'll see you soon.